You know, you get some kid like, is this really Sami Zayn? Oh my God, Dad, it's him. No, he's on the phone. And you hear the dad about, what? It's actually his number. So that's actually kind of exciting. That was kind of fun.
Sportskeeda Wrestling, we are here with a man in a highly talked about match, a controversial match, a match riddled in conspiracy, a match riddled in speculation. It's anything goes. What does anything goes when you're in there with Johnny Knoxville, Sami? There's a lot to talk about here.
Okay. Well, so you're touching on something that I think is actually very refreshing for me personally, and it's the fact that you don't know what to expect, which I think is such a rarity in wrestling and anything these days, actually. You kind of always know what's coming a little bit. So anytime you get the opportunity to do something where the fans, in this case, kind of have no idea what to expect, I think it's very, very refreshing and very exciting, a little nerve-wracking, but exciting.
It doesn't seem like it's going to be bound to just the ring and the ropes here.
I don't know. I think the best guess you can have is just based on my track record and everything you know about me, and Johnny Knoxville and his track record and everything you know about him.
Okay.
And whatever your imagination leads to with that mix is
the amount of,
right.
You hear fantasy booking, people say all these different things. The amount of fantasy booking that I've heard about this match from fans.
Interesting.
When you're a wrestler and you hear, oh, I want to see them do this, or I want to see them do this, does that mean like, oh no, we got them, we know they're involved?
No, I don't know. That's a tricky one, because sometimes managing expectations is a very delicate thing.
Very.
So this is a very multifaceted question here, because on the one hand, I believe it's very important to be mindful of what the fans expect and what they want, and in delivering something somewhat in that range. I mean, if fans want me to fall off a hell of a cell while I'm on fire, like, I'm sorry, you're just not going to get that. Your expectations are your problem. But there is a meeting point there somewhere with, for example, I use Bob Dylan as an example a lot, because if you listen to Bob Dylan records, especially in the 60s, that's, so much of what he became famous for. If you go to one of his concerts expecting to hear that guy, you're going to be very severely disappointed. Well, because he's going to also do whatever he wants to do. That's his thing, is like, it's almost like an art exhibition, and you're just going to get what he as the artist puts out. Now, I don't know if I subscribe entirely to that school of thought. Part of me is, I'm the artist and you're going to get what I give you. But the other part of me is like, well, I know what you like, and I'm going to give you what you like. So there's sort of this, teeter-totter of managing their expectations and giving them what they like. But I also can't be held accountable for what they expect. You know what I'm saying?
Are you going to be held accountable for what you do to Johnny Knoxville here?
No, because it's anything goes.
He put your phone number on the internet. He did all these different outlandish things.
Yeah.
What's your cell phone bill like right now?
Well, I haven't looked at the bill. I have a fairly all-inclusive plan. But the volume that I've received, I don't know. I don't know what the phone company is going to say about it.
Did you read any of the text messages?
I tried, but I've received over 300,000 text messages, so I can't even open them. If I try to open one as it comes in, the phone just crashes.
There are a lot of people who thought that wasn't a legit thing.
I know. So I don't want to say I've enjoyed any part of it, because it's been miserable.
Yeah.
But if I enjoyed anything, it was occasionally the response from the fans when I would answer the phone, and how some of their minds would be really blown, especially if it was a young kid or a fan that was just obviously a very excited fan and couldn't believe it was actually me talking. I have to admit that it warmed even my heart a little bit once or twice. You get some kid like, is this really Sami Zayn? Oh my God, Dad, it's him. He's on the phone. And you hear the dad about, what? It's actually his number. So that's actually kind of exciting. That was kind of fun.
If you're a little kid, you could call Hulk Hogan, you'd lose your mind.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, imagine I was 9 and I could call Bret Hart. He's like, hello, I just can't. I couldn't even dream of that. Not that I'm putting myself on his level, but the idea that to have that kind of access is to have even access to us on Twitter is pretty unprecedented. But to actually call and have a conversation with them on the phone, that's next level. So that part of it, I think, has been interesting and fun and life-ruining, but also mildly amusing as well.
I don't mean to look past WrestleMania because this is an exciting match and you get to have it with a huge superstar. The star of one of the biggest movies of the year, Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
But you're one of the biggest stars in the WWE. There's a lot of things you haven't done in WWE yet.
Yeah.
What's something you really, really, really want to do that you haven't done yet? I know that's a broad question.
Yeah, I think I just want to mix it up a little bit more around the top. You know, like even those couple of weeks, mixing it up with Brock and Roman or whatever, being like plugged into their story for a week or two.
It was super exciting.
It was
It's
nice.
fun.
It was nice. You know, it wasn't just. It was nice because I enjoyed what I did. But I just enjoy mixing it up with people that people care about. People really care about Roman. People really care about Brock. People care about Johnny Knoxville. That's part of what's made this so fun. Even though I hate the fact that he's there all the time and ruining my life. Every time he's been out there, he's gotten the biggest ovation of the night.
I was at the Royal Rumble.
And that was even one of the. Yes, he got a massive ovation at the Rumble. But so the first time he came, I just didn't know what to expect. And the first time he came, he snuck in the ring behind me, and he dumped me over the top rope. Yeah. And that's how he qualified for the Royal Rumble. Apparently, that's all it takes these days. Whatever, not even going to get into that. The point is, when he snuck in the ring behind me, I could feel and I could hear the crowd. And it so exceeded my expectations. I thought they'd be like, hey, the bad guy's getting his. But they were so excited that it was him. So I just love doing things with people that people really care about. I'd love to mix it up with Roman and Brock and all these guys. Like, of course, I could say I'd like to win the Royal Rumble, win the World Championship, all this stuff. But yeah, who doesn't, you know? I just want to be able to do creative stories with people that people care about, and I want the audience invested.
One of the best in the game, Sami Zayn, WrestleMania. He takes on Johnny Knoxville. Anything goes. It'll be streaming on Peacock and worldwide on the WWE Network. Follow Sportskeeda Wrestling.